Hey guys, welcome to this channel again, and today I'm going to convey a beautiful message to you all for a story. Michael is a handsome young boy who just moved to a small town known as Bakewell in England with his family. The city had a school that most of the children nearby used to attend, and so did Michael. It was the first day of school when Michael first saw Rachel. He couldn't get his eyes off her beautiful face for a moment. She had long, silky, and shiny black hair that was touching her face gently. Her eyes were sparkling. She went casually past Michael without noticing. Michael, on the other hand, started wondering who this girl was. He went home and kept thinking of her the whole night. The next day, he got up excited, quickly got ready, and had his breakfast. As soon as he stepped out, he saw the girl coming out of the house in the neighborhood. Seeing her in front, he couldn't resist and walked directly towards her. At first, he was nervous and didn't know how to start the conversation, but he closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and faced her.
Hi.
Hello. Sorry, I didn't recognize you.
I'm Michael. I saw you at the school yesterday. I didn't know you lived near to my house. I'm seeing you here for the first time.
Yes, I just moved here last week. Probably that's why.
What's your good name?
It's Rachel. Anyways, I think we should head towards the school. It's getting late.
Oh, yes, sure. Can we walk together?
Yes, it sounds like a good idea.
They started walking and talked about each other, made jokes, and laughed on their way to school. Days went by, and both of them started waiting for each other to walk to the school together in the morning. They started spending their breaks with each other and were always waiting outside each other's classes for the lecture to end. They both got very close to each other and used to talk about everything. Michael's father had cancer, and he used to go through chemotherapy every month. Those days used to be very tough for Michael, as he had to take care of his father and be a support for his mother so that she could face the situation positively. For 6 months, his father was admitted to the hospital every now and then, and during this time, Rachel supported him emotionally and was always there for him, whether he needed help at the hospital or at home. Rachel was always a call away. Michael started relying on her a lot. He used to call her whenever he felt heavy-hearted or down. Michael's father completed his chemotherapy sessions and is feeling quite well now. He went on oral medication only and was able to continue his life where he left. Michael completed his high school simultaneously, so it was the last day of school, and Michael and Rachel applied to different universities together. Michael helped Rachel a lot in her applications for music school. Music was Rachel's passion, and she just wanted to go to the best school. Michael recorded her songs, made a DVD, and with every application, he used to send in the DVD as well. After a few days, Rachel came running into Michael's house.
Michael, I got into Berkeley. Can you imagine? And guess what? I got a 50% scholarship as well.
Oh my God, I knew you would get in. I'm so proud of you.
He hugged Rachel and kissed her for the first time. Rachel got shy but kissed him back.
I wanted to tell you this before, that I love you very much.
I could see it in your eyes. I love you too. Can't wait for you to graduate from one of the best music schools. Make your dreams come true, and I'll wait for you here.
Rachel hugged him and started jumping in excitement. Suddenly, she became sad and sat on the couch.
What happened?
I got the admission, but how am I going to pay my dues?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll give you your college fee.
No, Michael. How can I make such a huge amount from you? I can't do this.
I have a lot of savings in my account from the part-time job I used to do. You can pay me back whenever you have the money.
Michael took care of all her university expenses and paid all the fees in advance. Rachel flew to Boston, very far away from Michael, and started attending her music school. Days went by, and Michael used to call her every morning when she was going to the university, and every night on her way back to the room. Michael tried to make sure that Rachel didn't feel his absence, but with every passing day, Rachel made new friends. She started hanging out with them more. She started to ignore Michael's calls and just attended them on alternate days. Michael started noticing her behavior, and it was killing him inside. He kept reassuring himself that she might be busy with her lessons. That's why she was less active on the phone. After a few days, Michael called Rachel and told her that his father had relapsed and was admitted to the hospital in critical condition. Rachel heard everything that Michael said, but was in a hurry because her friends were waiting for her. Therefore, she just told Mike that she'd call him back soon and just dropped the call. Michael was very upset. He felt devastated and lonely. He sat in a dark room and cried a lot. One day, Rachel called him and asked him to meet. Michael got excited and instantly booked a room on Airbnb. He started searching for fun places where they could both hang out and enjoy their short trip together. When Michael landed in Boston, he got a call from Rachel.
Hello, I just landed in Boston. I'll be with you shortly.
Hi, please send me your hotel location. I'll come and meet you there for 2 hours.
Just for 2 hours?
Yes, actually I had to meet a friend, so I'll have to leave early.
Michael was disappointed and started wondering why he took such a long flight to Boston when she didn't even have time for him. He decided to speak up and tell Rachel how hurt he felt from her attitude. But he was desperate to see Rachel as well.
How about we have lunch together at the restaurant?
Yes, sounds good. See you.
The call dropped, and a few minutes later, they reached the hotel. Michael sat there waiting for Rachel, and after half an hour, Rachel entered from the front door looking as beautiful as ever. Michael couldn't stop looking at her. He got completely lost in her beautiful eyes.
Hello, Michael. Where are you lost?
You look beautiful as always.
Rachel was reluctant to hug him this time. Michael felt her uneasiness but ignored it. He forgot everything he decided to say and got completely lost in her voice.
Actually, Michael, I have to tell you something.
Yes, what is it?
I'm in love with someone else. I wanted to tell you about it before I go on a date with him tonight. Today is our first date, so I wanted to clear things out with you.
Michael's eyes filled with tears and he lowered his head in disappointment.
How can you do this to me? I sensed that something was wrong with you, but I never imagined that something like this would come up between us.
I know, Michael, and I'm sorry, but I thought letting you know a better decision. I didn't want to tell you this over a phone call. That's why I made you fly to Boston.
I wish you told me this over a phone call. At least I wouldn't have fallen in love with you all over again after seeing you today.
He stood up and left. Rachel felt sad for Michael, but there was no guilt inside her. Days and months had passed by. Michael lost hope of hearing from Rachel again. He blocked her number and removed her from all his social media accounts. One day, the door knocked. Michael opened it and saw Rachel standing there.
Rachel, what happened? What are you doing here?
Rachel started crying and hugged Michael. He brought her inside and made her sit on the couch. He offered her a glass of water and then sat down next to her.
Okay, now tell me what happened.
The guy I told you about the other day turned out to be mentally sick. He treated me so badly. He abused me in front of everyone and even slapped me many times. I couldn't leave my college till the degree ended. I had no other option other than tolerating him. But today, he did something that I couldn't stand. He, along with his friends, harassed me. I had to fly here immediately because I felt so unsafe there.
How dare he? Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I tried calling you, but your number wasn't reachable. I just wanted to say sorry, Michael. You didn't deserve what I did with you. I've learned my lesson. There's no one like you out there, Michael, but I realized it very late.
You've accepted your mistake and regret your decisions. I don't have any harsh feelings for you. I still love you with the core of my heart, but I'm not ready for any such episode again.
I can never imagine cheating on you ever again.
They both sat there hugging each other and talking the whole night. True love never ends. Rachel didn't value Michael when he needed her, but she realized she was wrong. And Michael accepted her when she came back. But it's not necessary that everyone accept, and you might lose a very good friend who has potential to be a very good partner. So I want to say, we should always value people in our life who were there for us before it's too late.